What's up, everybody? How you doing tonight? That's right, Ico. For lack of a better time to think about any better game to play. Well, actually, you know what? That's not fair to the game. It's a good game, and I've always wanted to play it. I was not originally planning to play it tonight, but I did not feel like downloading something else. So here we are. Thankfully, probably only take us 1 to 2 streams. But don't worry. Plenty of old stuff coming up. How are all of you, huh? Ico, nice, I know, right? I know I never actually finished playing Shadow of the Colossus remake when that came out. I promise to finish this one. Beautiful game incoming. I've actually never played this one, so you're seeing a man's first time playthrough of I guess what this was like a PlayStation 2 launch game, wasn't it? I think this was like one of the first like PlayStation 2 games owned if you were like a racing game fan. It was a good game, but I ended up having a lot of hate for the lady whose hand I had to hold all damn game. I've always heard that sometimes, yeah, the AI can be a little, you know, little tongue clicky. If that gives a processing meaning to you, that yeah, sometimes she doesn't do what you want her to do in the game. But you know, as someone who's played Resident Evil 4 and had to deal with Ashley, I think I can cope. Ico is the main inspiration for a lot of iconic games. I do actually do know about that. A lot of games that focus on you having like an AI partner did use Ico, or however you pronounce it, as inspiration. It did inspire a lot of people. What's up, 29? How you doing? Pariah, what's up, dude? Hope everyone had a good day. We're gonna do our best here tonight. Keep a somber mood for this somber game, all right? Also, don't judge me too hard. I didn't have time to get ready. So well, actually, you can't even see me. The camera is pointing in the wrong direction. Let me like fix that. I look weird, I know. It's whatever. You'll cope. You look the same. I'm always looking at myself like I'm a new guy today and I look terrible. Like every day I'm like, I don't look so good. Like mainly due to that, like the hair doing. My hair is like an alien life form, has a life of its own for what it wants to do every single day. Some days it'll do what I want. Other days it'll do what it wants. More so days it does what it wants more than what I want. Ico Unde, huh? Evening. Hey, Ryu, how you doing? Ico literally did inspire the game long esport companions, so yeah, you wouldn't get The Last of Us and probably Resident Evil 4 the way it was without this game. However, no one else had the idea of like holding his hands as much as this game did. Mog for us sucking your cheeks a little bit. That's mogging, right? Get that classic European, cheek line where it's like kind of like half sucked in and your lips pursed. It's easy. I can do it every time I want. It's close enough. I mean, I'm not gonna go smacking my cheeks with hammers like other guys do. I'm willing to accept some imperfections. Didn't think you would look like you do. I don't know how you would look, but different, maybe older. I guess. Well, hey, it's good to see. I'm glad that I'm fooling you. I'm giving you mixed impressions. That I don't know. My voice is hard to pin down. I guess for a look for it. Like, did you have a hair color in mind? You thought I'd look like Little Luna. Actually, I have a cat named Luna. Very cute. That's what mogging is. Mogging is just looking better than someone else and kind of rubbing their face in it, I believe. It's usually kind of a negative thing to do. It's a little bit egotistical. Face reveal? I've been using a camera since like November, so one of many face reveals. One of many. It's almost like I do this regularly now. Hold on a second. And boom. Everything is 100% ready to go. Is Ico a prequel or a sequel? I mean, I don't know where. I'm pretty sure like Shadow of the Colossus and Ico are in the same world, along with The Last Guardian. I don't know how they fit up chronologically, though. I know there's probably tons of lore videos out there people put together discussing this very topic. I don't think there's ever been an official line from the developers on how it all mixes together. Like, some people think it's a sequel, some a prequel. Who knows? There's probably evidence for both. I gave them wet food earlier, I think. I gave them dry food earlier today, too. I don't think so, no. Sorry, Chad. Cat issues. It's a sequel. The ending of SOTC proved it. The ending of what, with the girl getting the baby? Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe you're right on that one. I had to like think about the ending of that game for a second. Mogging comes from the acronym AMOG. Yeah, I know they dropped the A. Alpha male of the group. Originating in incel. Yeah, but that means it's like something you should make fun of and only ever say ironically and never actually take it seriously. I'd add that to the wiki of it. No story, no lore, no dialogue, but absolute cinema. You know what? Games don't require any of that stuff you mentioned there. Nintendo learned this lesson a long time ago. Played The Last Guardian. I still have no idea what supposedly happened to the Guardians. I think that was intentional. Like, they never figured it out themselves. You gotta remember, that game went through development hell. Then Sony eventually just said, hey, finish this game so we can shut your studio down. And then the head of the development team left, and I think they just like pieced it together from whatever they had left at the time. Oh yeah, I forgot to change what the description is on Kick, didn't I? Hold on a second. Not that it matters now, but I'll do it anyways. Yapping and icoing. There you go, all fixed. I think my stream title for Kick is always yapping and gaming in some time away. The atmosphere of this game is good, though. It even inspired Dark... Really? I guess the environments, definitely, because I do recall seeing environments in this game that had that kind of, like, destroyed, lived-in look. Like, still-in-use ruins, I guess, is how you describe the look. Fumito Ueda is making another game. I think I remember hearing about that. Hopefully it ends up good. He hasn't made a game in a while. We're never going to get a conclusion or even an explanation to the end point of this multi-game story. I mean, I don't think they were leading up to some big reveal. I think it was just kind of similar games set in the same world without an actual, like, plot line to connect them all, other than just like, they're the same world, but they weren't leading to some greater, like, revelation, I don't believe. That's not what I ever picked up from it. There's no plans for a Shenmue 4, thank God. I still got 2 Shenmue games to send. That's too many. I goes the main reason that Hidetaka Miyazaki became a game developer and eventually CEO of FromSoft, thus the birth of the... Well, he's given us so much. So much that man has given to us. I appreciate. You say God of War 2018 was one of the few games that lived up to the hype, and also what other games? I think there's been plenty of games that lived up to hype throughout the... I mean, are you saying for a specific time period? Or like a specific... I don't know. I can name plenty of games that lived up to their hype. Or at least to me they did. I think 2018 was an excellent game. It's not my... I still think God of War 2 is my favorite God of War game. But God of War 2018 is pretty close. I do think it's like a good example of a game that's like transitioned to a brand new kind of like storyline and like style. Not many games do that. Sorry, chat. Voice got a little dry. Need to have a talk with Japan and all the media guys being named Miyazaki. Look, you can't just like, look, that's like, they'd have to come over here and have a talk with us about all of our similar names. Maybe that's a popular name over there. It's hoping to release, there's an implication of some ancient war of fallen civilization. Hell, Assassin's Creed had no business doing it, but they did. It didn't help Assassin's Creed out any, I will say. So I will make the argument that sometimes you don't need that big epic conclusion or like sweeping storyline across multiple pieces of entertainment. Sometimes it's better to leave things simple and it makes it more digestible. Not everything needs to be some ancient epic that with the fate of the world in the balance. Sometimes stories need to be small to be relatable, is how I'll put it. You can make a story too big and grand and it loses itself inside of it. Like you may have good ideas and concepts there, but now they don't fill up enough room. Even if you write multiple books or make multiple games set in it. I think that's a problem a lot of current media has when it comes to like all the shit you got to do to like know the true story. It's like sometimes, you know, the true story kind of sucks, or it just isn't really worth the effort, or it isn't big enough, or it's too small in a big world, or too big in a small world. You know what? This is a delicate balance. 2 more games of an epic tale of revenge. Asking about sailors and racing go-karts. Well, I don't even know what you do in Shenmue 3 other than apparently waste your time. That's what I've heard it mainly does. Hold on, I gotta do some like hair stuff right now because my hair is getting on my nerves. And I just did it in the wrong direction. There we go. That's a bit better. Or is it? Oh well. Maybe I don't look like crap. We'll see. And I won't have the camera on for the entire time, so it's fine. Ico's game cover hurt its sales in the US. I believe Ico's Japanese and Western covers is actually used often in design discussions for how different they are and how the Japanese version of the design is so much better than the Western version. I think also Ico was just a weird game for a lot of Westerners at the time to accept. I know even though it was a PS2 launch game, it was just not the kind of game Westerners were used to. Was thinking of as a game. It took a bit of time for that. It wouldn't be until Shadow of the Colossus that they kind of like, oh yeah, this art stuff. That can be fun. Hold on a second. Let me sweep the hair over. Let me try this side now. I'm just going to play with this is me playing with my hair stream is what this is. This is the emo stream where I'm just like constantly doing this. It is considered one of the worst video game box arts of all time. I mean, it can't really get much worse than the NES Mega Man box art, which I think is actually like usually held up as like an industry standard as worst box art. Get a haircut. I actually had a haircut not too long ago. My hair just grows ridiculously fast and very thick. Hair content. I'm going to like a shampooing stream. My nose itches too, but I can't scratch it because that'd be gross. So I can do that thing, inefficient thing. You know, chat. Hold on a second. Courage is solid. Thank you for the tier 1 for 18 months. Sup, Dart? How's it hanging, man? I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. Before that sub came out, I was going to say, chat, why is it socially unacceptable to pick your nose? I think sometimes you just got to pick it. But for somewhere along the line, we all decided, ew, that's gross. Don't do that thing. That's actually comforting and like helps you out. No, you got to go do that and blow your nose, which is not nearly as good. When did we all decide that as a society? Yeah, don't eat it. I do think we should like, you know, we need a flag and like a social media campaign to like normalize this. Like sometimes you just got to scratch in there. You're going to come celebrate Lucky's birthday tomorrow? Hey, we'll love to have you. I think it's going to be currently held at like a barcade in the town. You asked Monty for shower streams, and is he giving you one yet? Had boo against disease? Okay, come on. I doubt there's like huge diseases they get. I mean, yeah, don't go shaking someone. Go wash your hands afterward. Like anything else, but you should be able to like, on occasion, scratch the inside of your nose. That haven't been a big deal. That's just my viewpoint on the matter. What would you do with the mucus? Keep a tissue with you. Wipe it on that. Eating book. No, don't do that. EU and Japanese game cover for Ico is great. The US one is awful. Yeah, just like Ico kid standing there, isn't he, with a stick? Like FF7 used the in-game Popeye model for the game cover. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded that. I like those weird, you know, blocky models. But I actually, like, when I was making tonight's thumbnail, I'd like, let me not use any of the old. I will probably eventually, if I get more than 2 streams out of this game, we'll probably use one of the covers, either Japanese or Western one for a thumbnail. Don't have to explain the entire SOT storyline, but how much do they tease you with who built the Colossi, who killed all the Guardians? I don't remember. I didn't finish Shadow of the Colossus. I got most of the way through it, then I kind of stopped playing. And I've never played Guardian, The Last Guardian. I've never played this, so my knowledge of this world is kind of low. There's plenty of people out there with more knowledge than me on it. Oops, grab too many wires. Gotta play The Last Guardian. I heard it's not good. It's probably more infuriating. The freaking like cat birds AI is apparently pretty nasty. Mimir's voice actor is going to be Mimir in the God of War show. That makes sense. Other than the fact I'm still kind of flabbergasted they're not starting with the Greek saga. But I guess they're like, no, all the plots in the Norse one. Now what I want to know is Mimir's actual actor's head going to be used for Mimir, or are they going to like green screen? They're like just use his voice over some actor's head. Remember first time coming to South Carolina and seeing everyone, including girls, snort a fat loogie and spit it right on the ground? Made me genuinely confused, like people unarguably do this in the 21st century. Yeah, I think that's probably more common in like the southern US than the northern, maybe. I've never liked that myself. I don't like in spitting. I've never like, no, not my kind of thing. But yeah, I've definitely seen people do that too. Kind of gross sometimes. Because then someone might step on it. At least spit into a trash can or something. One time US box art was better with the original FF7 game cover, the one with Cloud looking at the Shinra building. I think the JP cover is just FF7 title logo. I think so too, yeah, right? Yeah, the Western cover has now become like the image of it. Dart swallows confirmed. I do. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Why, you're not? A lot of protein in that. Just got an AI-generated ad when I clicked onto stream. Deepest frown ever swept across my face. Keep that frown on your face whenever you get that. Turn it upside down when it's over and you watch me, though. Get used to that, though. More and more ads are probably going to be AI-based. Especially ones for, like, cheapo media like Twitch and YouTube, where you can, like, make it for nothing and then, make a bunch of money off it. That's going to sadly be more normalized. They patched Last Guardian a few times. It's on the same level as Ico, but is it as, I don't know, do you feel the same emotion from cat, bird, dog thing to, Ghost Girl? I feel like Ghost Girl is probably a bit easier to connect to. Or keeping her safe, that is. Lack of a better word at this moment, the US box art of FF is iconic. I mean, it is the image that sells it now. It's like they even use it now for the remake. Everywhere, I believe. Anyways. Already seen pregnant furry AI ads on YouTube. Oh, man. YouTube is so shit right now. I could go on a very long rant about YouTube right now and all the stress it's causing me. But I'm not going to trouble you with that, chat. You've probably heard the same arguments from everyone else if you watch any content creator. So where's my thing at? AI is going to take over. That's the idea. It's what some people want. It's called the singularity. With everything about YouTube's moderation. For me, it's not the moderation, it's a few other things. Okay, let me update my Pakistani GameCube real quick. Push to normalize AI. For me, it's like the changes to the front page are the worst thing YouTube has done recently. For a channel like mine, that is. I've seen the argument that JP FF7 cover is better because it's simplistic, but that argument kind of annoys me since the US box cover isn't. Yeah, the US box cover is like not overly busy. It's just the right amount of busy. And sells like the idea of like the looking up thing at a building, I think actually gives you a lot of like impressions if you even stare at that for even a moment. It gets across the message. Tiny human against corporate power. Also, Ryuju Sakamoto, thank you for the $2 super chat. Half-Life 1 or 2 for Classic Sins video. I think I could definitely do Half-Life 2. I might need to include both the episodes into it to make it to a full-size video. But I think it might be doable, and I'd definitely consider doing it. Because I love Half-Life 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And I still actually have all the footage I recorded for it. So I might actually give that a try this year. I'm not sure though. I have a lot of other things planned for the Patreon this year, so we'll see. But I might just like at least like dip my toes into seeing if I can write some good material for it. Because I think Half-Life 2 deserves it. It's a good game. What's up, sister? How you doing? What pisses me off is I would listen to chill music compilations and YouTube would sometimes autoplay it to clearly AI creative voices. Oh yeah, there's a thing on YouTube now called auto dubbing. You actually have to, if you're a channel owner who runs content, you actually have to like go into and manually turn it off. Otherwise, it'll be on by default. And some people don't know about it, and they never even learn about it since they don't usually watch their content in other countries. But it can lead to that problem where like I've actually seen a couple channels not even realize where their views are going down. It's because a good chunk of their content is being, if it's being watched in other countries and it's being auto dubbed without them knowing it, it just turns some people off to it. I made sure I turned that shit off right quick as soon as YouTube informed me about it. It's like, I don't want that. No, thank you, YouTube. Don't need it. Glad it's Friday. It's a PS2 game, so No. Pakistani GameCube. Get it right. We don't do any of that, dangerous, illegal, child killing, game emulation here. You get pulled before Congress if you do that, I hear. Went to bed early on Dart stream on Tuesday, so I missed anything. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, we finished God of War. It was a struggle. See, auto dubbing would be like one thing. AI should be okay, but it's still AI. It's just the voice they use for it is very bad. Like I've heard it a couple times today. And for someone whose voice is apparently the draw for a lot of my content, I do not want my voice being dubbed over by an AI robot that sounds nothing like me. I mean, I know I already sound like a robot to a lot of you, but I'm not. See, flesh and blood. I have a voice to sleep to. I really do need to start making like those, like some videos where I just read like old books so people can use that to sleep to. I need to do it at least to see what kind of reaction it gets. I just gotta like man up and like spend the hours recording a book where I just read the shit off and then edit together. You moved to a new apartment? No, I actually just like shifted my office around and hung some stuff up on the wall behind me. So same office, different perspective. Look younger than you sound. That's a good thing, right? How old do I sound? I'm curious. Do I sound like some smoky 50-year-old who's like, working on the ranch, tending his flock? I don't know. I'm curious. What impression does my voice give you? Like, what kind of job should I have had other than a YouTuber? 4-hour Dartigan ASMR reading streams coming soon. I mean, it probably need to be like 10 hours or so. That's where the good money is these days for like those long streams of like, nothing is like a good 10 hours. That way people who can sleep through the entire thing. Radio personality, podcaster. I should probably be doing a podcast. You're right. 45 and up. Not to 45 yet, that's for sure. I have Ram Ranch Cowboy Boy. I'm glad we're keeping the Ram Ranch meme alive. I appreciate the good Ram Ranch. One of my favorite all-time classics. You're like if Skrillex never became a musician. Okay, that one cut deep. You gotta apologize to me for that one. Or not. You know what? Keep it. Use it more frequently. Reading streams start with just one chapter. No, for that kind of like content where you do like reading books and stuff, it's best to either have like a constantly running live stream of it all or have a very, very long video of like 10 hours or so. Ram Ranch is under attack. U.S. Marines ready to fuck cowboy butts. I think that's how it goes, right? Look like a voice actor I like, but sound completely different. Well, you know what? You guys are flattering me tonight. That's it. Should I run my hair, do my hair more often? Is that what gets it done? Parasocial relation, you go brr. You must be a Ram Ranch regular. I mean, I got a season pass. Go every year. Bring the kids. 10-hour calms from the Dartigan giving Matthew McConaughey a run for his money. Does he do a lot of streams? He has a game coming out this year, right? It's like a Mass Effect clone. Harry Maguire's handsome brother. Also be streams you make fun of bad books with sarcastic rating. Usually that's reserved for like fan fiction, I believe. Like you find something really shitty like My Immortal and read it out and have yourself a good laugh. But that's been done to death by now at this point. I couldn't really like add anything that hasn't been added to that. Look, he's a Shakespeare expert and darts a Ram Ranch. I got my master's degree in Ram Ranch. It's true. Look, I had to study something. So, Chad, how many of you know anything about Ico? I'm kind of curious. How many of you wanted to check my DMs on Discord or somewhere else? Hold on a second. Why did you do that, huh? Why'd you send me this? You think I doubted you that you were seeing like furry AI porn? No, I didn't doubt you. I didn't need proof. Thank you. It looks like a pretty decent game though. You guys want to see? Nah, I don't want to, never mind. We'll leave that as it is. God, no. A lot of people are like, no, Dartigan, no. Played before, it's good, but it's one of those games where it's one and done. At least sometimes I feel like a game like this, that's for the best because it'd be annoying if it lasted too long. Connected to Shadow Colossus and Last Guardian. Hi, by the way. Hey, Cycling, how you doing? Played through all Team Ico games. Too many. It's kind of sad when you think there's only 3 of those. One on PS2, one on PS2, and then PS3, and then PS4, and then it's done. Sony just like, they kind of like got screwed over by Sony. Sony wanted to move on to doing like mainly Western, like, cinematic games like The Last of Us and everything else. And they just didn't fit the bill anymore. Complete the remastered edition. Wait, I'm playing the PS2 edition. So I mean, I should have probably shit. I didn't know there was a remastered edition. Oh, well. Maybe playing the PS2 version is the correct way of doing this. My immersion is broken. I only knew the sound of your voice and thought you were much older. Well, you know what? I'm glad that I proved you wrong on something. But you know what? Actually, I need to stop saying, but you know what? Welcome to the stream, and thanks for checking me out. Even if you like had incorrect assumptions about me, maybe I'll prove you right in some other ways. Did you dye your hair? Nope. I've actually never dyed my hair once in my life. Like I'm fortunate enough to have good hair genes. I don't want to ruin it by potentially putting chemicals up there. So I'm very careful. But I'm just putting shampoo and conditioner up there and sticking to that. I ain't risking it. Just use your handy CRT monitor. You authentic. I actually have a CRT television in my closet, and it's actually going to be used in a play at the theater soon because they needed a CRT. I'm like, hey, I got one. So we're going to be taking that up soon. Shout out Little Nemo the Dream Master. That's like a really old ass like cartoon or comic, isn't it? Hi Dart. Hey, what's up? Cause I'm just calling you Zakami. The kids movie from '89. I know there's a movie in '89, but I think the original material comes from like the early 20th century, doesn't it? Dart has good hair genes, Laura. I mean, I don't want to get into an argument about genetics because that's always going to be a weird conversation. Like when you start talking about how good your genetics are, it's going to make people like, when they think about you. But yeah, I did get blessed with some hair genes on that front. Doesn't make me a better person. Just means, you know what? I'm not suffering some hair-related conditions. Cool background. Oh, you like my panels back there? It's pretty nice. I can change them up, but I'm kind of digging the fire for right now. I thought about switching to something else, but I was like, yeah, we'll stick with fire tonight. My genetics are shit. I'm probably going to die in my 60s. Well, the good news is you'll probably die much earlier than that if AI takes over. That's the good news. Bad news is maybe you won't and you'll be turned into like a living paperclip. I fall into a 1 on the Norwood scale. And what is the Norwood scale? Would you care to explain that to me? Am I going to play Shadow of the Colossus? Technically, I never did finish Shadow of the Colossus, so it's possible. I don't intend to play it immediately right now. Maybe one day, as well as The Last Guardian. I have no mouth and I must scream. Oh, that's a good option for a classics in. Curse this Norwood. Sony shut down Japan studios fully. They don't like any experimental. They just really like the cinematic games or Western devs are producing. You did an April Fool's video on it once. Yeah, I did that, but if I'm being honest with you, at that time I had actually not played the game. I just took a bunch of footage from YouTube to quickly put together an April Fool's video. I have played through most of it since then, but I never finished it. Did you save your life? Did you save your life game on those red panels? Did you save your life game on the... I'm not sure what you mean. You mean the panels behind me? They're just like, yo, pixel panels. That's all they are. How's the longevity in your bloodline? Well, that's actually a good question. My grandfather on my mother's side, he only made it to 75. However, he made it to 75 despite having black lung from being a coal miner and a chain smoker. Had he not, been both of those things, he probably would have made it to 100, I'm guessing. And my mom is also 65, but it also gets around like she's 30. Like other people her age are falling apart, but she's like doing fine. So on my mother's side of the family, there's actually some pretty good longevity. Like I've had people in that family who's made it to like 90 or like even close to 100. I'm not sure if my dad's side of the family, I don't really have much to do with my dad's side of the family. But I'm going to guess their longevity is not nearly as good. Like, I think as best they can usually hope for is, like, make it to their 70s. So, hopefully I'm more of, I lean toward the mother side. The poster. Oh, the poster. Yeah, that's the Silent Hill 2 save point. I keep forgetting. I was thinking you were talking about the fire panels behind me. But yeah, I saved myself on them. That's. But however, if you notice, that's the final save point in the game, the one you can't look at. Anyways, chat, I'm ready to get started. We got a good chat going, so might as well not delay any further. So, without ado, I'm going to turn off the camera and switch over to my other stream. My other scene. So let's get to playing Ico. First time playing it, by the way. This is a blind playthrough. I've never played it. I know that there's a little ghost girl, and you're a little kid with horns, and you wax ghosts with sticks, but that's really it. But we're going to have us some fun. Yeah, this does start out very similarly, y'all. Oh, we're a cursed child, I see. Pakistani GameCube, yes. Like, I just now learned there's a re-release version of this, but I did not know that. But I'm fine with the way this is. Have fun, I will do my best. Oh yeah, now that I don't have the camera on, I can scratch my nose. Hello? Hey, what's up, Larry? How you doing? Yeah, that looks like law. I can see the Dark Souls inspiration for this game already. At least in the architecture. Looks good for its age. The over sun-drenched lighting kind of helps, I've noticed that. Look, a lot of games that use like a very sunny demeanor, even old ones, still look kind of good. Well, I didn't even get an option menu there. Probably 5 to 6 hours, so this will probably be 2 streams, yeah. They planned to add more content to this game, but decided to cut it. It was a design choice to make it a wait. Were they're gonna like make sequels to it or like DLC? Oh no, like, during development of this game, right? Oh, that happens every game though. Every game has tons of content that gets cut during development. You can hear the boogers being picked out of your nose. I know you're lying because I didn't pick any. I just scratched the inside of my nose. More combat options and stuff like that. You know what? It's probably best they cut that out. What if you're lying? I'm not. You have to trust me on that one. Castle in the Mist is one of the all-time favorite tracks from this game. How much of this is also, do you think, inspired by Ghibli movies? I get distinct Ghibli vibes from this already. This opening cutscene is a little disjointed with how it like has to load in each section. Kid in chains. I'm assuming that we are like a cursed child, and they don't like us much. I was going to assume it's because we have horns, but they seem to have them too. Unless it's just built into their helmets. Play the Ni no Kuni games or art style. I'm aware of Ni no Kuni and the Ghibli influence there. I don't know if they're very good games though, outside the art style. Here, into the cryopod you go. You'll soon awaken in a Fallout game. Okay, I'm going to assume all of those are filled with dead children, if that's what they do with these kids. Okay, it couldn't be that easy, that hard to escape from that if just falling over breaks it in half. Such a bummer they only made 3 games. Well, apparently they work out a lot of their talent left by after like Shadow of the Colossus. That's one of the reasons 3 was struggling so much. You don't feel good today? What's wrong, Larry? mean, there's nothing I can technically do except maybe make you laugh, but hope you're not feeling too rough. This is going to be one of those games where, like, all the plot is in the opening cutscene and there's very little afterward. Oh, I've heard about this conspiracy the theory, the shadow people. Oh, I gotta play the game? That's reaching Kojima levels of opening cutscene length. Okay, that's like, press the, like, stealth walk. Press the yell. Go on. Jason. There's a designated guac button. Wait, why'd you call it guac? Also, Retro Codex, thank you for your Twitch Prime sub, man. Much appreciated. Didn't want to forget that there. Was there fall damage? Triangle is a weird jump button. Why does he run like that? Good question. Maybe it's the shoes. But it's probably because this was like the very first PS2 game. There's also a very animation-driven movement system, I think, so... That's fine enough. Team Ico have distinct animations. You're right, they do, actually. Like, you could actually probably recognize a Team Ico game simply by the animation style. Is that a lever? Fall damage is only from very significant heights, you say. Good. Is there motion blur? One thing you have to keep in mind about Team Ico games is, yes, they made them blurry as shit. Well, especially like Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus barely ran on the PS2. That game was like a 15 frames per second game. At super low resolutions, just to make it work. This game is running a bit better than Shadow of the Colossus does, but yeah, a lot of PS2 games and Team Ico games use a lot of blur. But not so much that you can't see what you're doing. But PS2 just used a lot of blur to hide its, like, limitations. It wasn't a big, meaty, like, girthy Xbox One, like the original Xbox, that could actually do, like, decent graphics. What's that, bump mapping? I can't do that. That's an Xbox thing. Is it a prequel, or I think this is technically a sequel to Shadow of the Colossus. Alright. Interlacing blur is a hallmark of PS2. Alright. I've been playing a lot of games where I gotta swing on chains, haven't I? Fuck. Swinging the chain, swinging the chain. Shadow of the Colossus is the prequel? Okay. Like I said, I don't know. I've never played this game before, so I don't know how it fits in with anything. I just know it definitely has Shadow of the Colossus loneliness vibes. One thing, Kronos from God of War, he was actually way bigger in 1 since it took Kratos 3 days to climb him, but in 3 he can swing. Yeah, I was thinking that exact same thing. I think it's just called inconsistency rather than facts, though. And that they wanted it to sound a bit more epic, that he climbed for 3 days. Did you end up finishing God of War? Yeah, we finished God of War last night. Had to go over by a bit, but we did it. That final fight was a bit of an ass kick. On my ass kick, my ass getting kicked. Horn Child is a descendant of Wanderer, and he got cursed by Dorman for helping him and turned into that horn. Yeah, but what's wrong with having a pair of horns, though? It's not exactly much of a curse. You shall have sick-ass horns sprouting from your head. Woe be upon your line. It's like, I'm cool, I can live with this, bro. That's just like, you know, people get that with body modification. Means you're infected by demon energy, even better. Get the biggest laugh out of the game, freezing as you're about to deliver the final blow to Ares. It was kind of like reminiscent of back when I was playing The Last of Us 2 and about to finish off that game and had the game crash on me. It's like, yep, that's the ending. It's a bad omen in the world. That's just superstitious mumbo jumbo. Horns are pretty, and a few, you know, millennia, kids with horns will be at like the best, most popular people at raves. I'm assuming they'll one day have raves. You lurking soul? Hey, it's fine. So had a storm in your final battle with Ultimisia and FF8. Dart was lost to time compression. Oh, we got Save Ghost Girl. Not that way, though. So are there, like, little things I should be looking for in the environment? Like, hey, you found it, kid. Like the lizards in Shadow of the Colossus. Back on your Detroit Become Human video when the PS4 crashed before you got... Yeah, for some reason during the final endings, I just had the most spectacular crashes. Or glitches. I like that that's become my thing. Also, Max Confusion, hello man. Welcome to the stream on Kick. How you doing? Am I gonna see this girl in Fatal Frame one day? Game has very little music, but when it does, emotion, huh? I mean, that's just called effective use of your music, then. Didn't a Fatal Frame 1 remake just get announced? Fatal Frame 2. You know, Fatal Frame 2 has always been considered the best Fatal Frame, so it makes sense. I like how Silent Hill 2 got the remake. There's an upgraded stick. I like that, actually. You get an upgraded stick. Like, any guy will understand the value of a very good stick. Like this stick. Has like a guy just knows a good stick when he finds one. Like, it has like an imaginary, like, you know, handguard on it. Just the right length of the blade. No, like, curve or weird odd angles to it. It's like, it feels good. Don't say stick, Dart. What's wrong with saying stick? When do you think we'll receive updates on Silent Hill 1 Remake? Supposedly they've been working on it for a while, so maybe by the end of the year you'll get a trailer. Or who knows, maybe it'll release this year, I don't know. Apparently Silent Hill, Konami wants to release a Silent Hill game every year. But I would assume this year's Silent Hill game, if there is one, will be Silent Hill Townfall. Since that game we don't really know much about still. Let me tell you something and tell me if it makes sense. Netflix original She-Ra show is getting delisted permanently in 2 days, and is now there is no way for you to be able to watch it legally after the 18th. Was it bad? I don't know. I didn't watch it. Sometimes that's how, like, licensing agreements go. If the show that the producers, I'm like, hey, I don't want to spend money on this anymore. I don't really know what to tell you on that one. It was too gay. Nothing's ever too gay. It's not bad, but Netflix shooting their own property in the head. I mean, is it actually their property, or did they just license it till they get it made? A stick is a gun. It can be the right shaped stick can be a gun. Totally. Man, we gotta get you free somehow. If you were a wizard, would you use a staff, a wand, or a tome? I personally think I would not use a wand. Harry Potter has forever ruined wands. For me, it'd either be like a sick-ass book with like runes and stuff on it, or like a big, you know, gnarled staff. What kind of ghost is locked up in a metal cage? Come on. I thought I was going to be in a Nier Automata game. Nomura was spined by this for nominate. You might be point. You have a point. Boop with his nose. Boop his nose. Perfect size stick. Wait, wait. Get out of there. Help me, Leon. What is the genre of ethereal Japanese post-apocalyptic fantasy called? Because that was a ton of 90s, 2000s games with anime. I think that was just like, what was it? I don't know. I actually don't have a genre for it. I think it's just post-apocalypse. Kind of like ethereal, like darkness, you know, monsters killed by a stick. the Heartless. Not enough, like, talk about how, you know, they're, like, the darkness in Cloud's heart. Sora, don't you know that Sephiroth is the darkness in Cloud's heart? This game loved the rumble feature of the PS2 because it's using it liberally here. Come on. Same energy the sword the guards had? You're right. Look out, Dart, it's the hearth. Look out, Dart. Thank God someone put their couch here. It's like such a modern looking couch too. This feels a little out of place. Like, consider the way the ruins look. Oh, here's just like a sofa. I guess this is how you save your game, right? Did it save? I don't see a saving icon on screen, so I'm kind of curious. Radioactive couch. Casting. Oh, don't you go casting couch direction. Maybe we gotta, like, hold her hand. There we go. Instead of sitting on the couch, Aiko and Yorda were originally going to hug to serve as a save. That would have been kind of better, I think. The couch is out of place looking. The save couch. Don't tell the, you know, JD Vance about this. Been playing a lot of fixed camera angle games recently, haven't I? Yeah, I definitely get, like, Ghibli vibes from this. Can you open that one too? Ooh. Alright, how much do you weigh, Ghost Girl? How am I holding this? And her? That's so awkward looking. So, alright, that's not too bad. Physics are goofy, yeah. Hold on a second. So these are just throwable weapons, right? Haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. That's one hell of a strut he's got. This is what you look like when you get your first girlfriend, chat, and you're just like strutting. I love this animation. You like that I leave the story to your interpretation or an actual ending? Sometimes, it depends. There are times I want an actual, like, told to me story, and there are times with the context, you know what? I don't mind, coming up with some answers myself. Achoo! Achoo! Powerful sneeze. Did I kill the damn bird? I think I did. I got a feather from it. Or not. Huh. Anything else I can use box for? Do you think FromSoft were also inspired by the more subtle environment world building of this? I definitely, this environment gives me that kind of same feeling of like Dark Souls. It's like, it feels threatening at times, but there are some areas that you'll also offer some comfort. Oh. And leave this on this thing. Okay, push these. Do I need your help? Help me push. Or maybe I can't. Maybe I just need more, you know, haunts. Or maybe I just go out. And maybe I go back, because that doesn't lead anywhere. Alright, up we go. Element of knowing nothing even after the game keeps it intriguing. I mean, it does make you think. Let you fill in the blanks. There's a reason that's always going to be a good thing at times. However, you have to like do that. That's difficult to do well. Most of the time when people try that, they send it with boring slop. Gonna pull her arm off, she could run faster. Just saying. Her life's in danger here. Climb these? Nope. Looks like I'm going down there. Come on, take the leap with me. I guess I gotta leave her up here. Oh, my leg. Owning a dog feels like having an infant sometimes. Something has to be in their mouth. Yeah, but the only difference is you don't really need to take it out of their mouth as much as you do the infant. Did I escape Ares? I killed Ares, yeah. We beat that game. Felt good, even. Hold on. I'm assuming if I leave that girl too long, the ghost will come after her. So I should probably head back. Damn, he can really move a crate. Kratos was way slower than this. I don't know how this helps me any. It doesn't let me get back up there. Can't push it upstairs either. I almost left you. After this is all over, babe, I'm gonna get you a Go-Gurt. Oh, multiple ones this time. Ow. I'll beat the fucking shadow out of you. Weirdly, that's a really good, like, fuzzy shadow effect. That feels creepy without being too intense. Oh, my kidneys. Is this one of those games where you don't have to fight if you don't want to? You can just, like, get through without attacking anything? Oh, fuck. How does HP work? I don't know. I don't think we have any. I think we just take too much damage, we lose. In a row. Can you climb? I see. I gotta push the box against the wall. Over here. She watches you swing. What's she looking up at? I'm wearing like a kilt or something. She could be seeing something. Well, I guess I got pants on. Whoa. It almost gave into the call of the void there. Got stuck here and returned the game the next day. So I guess you played this back on the PS2 a long time ago, and you're like, ah, this ain't for me. Uh-oh. They fly now? Shit. Turns out sticks aren't that good at defeating evil entities. Wonder if this will get an HD remake. Didn't they actually re-release it in HD quality on the PS4 or something? Only on the PS3. Okay, never mind. Remind me of those black ghosts from Ghost 90. Ghost 90. You get a spike club halfway through the game. And how much more damage does that do? What happened, Darty? What do you mean, what happened? Don't believe anything happened, actually. Let's see. We can't get on that from here. Did my game crash? Nope. Still going. Can she not climb a ladder? She can't climb a ladder. Oh, I gotta call her down. Okay. She needs emotional support. Hello, chap. What's up, Emo? How you doing? Wait, are they advanced enough to have trains in this world? I thought they were, like, archaic. I'm glad I came all the way back here. Stone-powered trains. So I missed it, but what is the story with these two kids? We are like a cursed child that was sent here to be sacrificed, and we don't know anything about this ghost girl yet. Other than she was in a prison. She was in a cage here. And don't really expect too much more beyond that, I feel. Oh, they got... Oh, I see. Not the kind of game that's going to give you that many details. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to advise you, that girl, to hold on to the railings because we're on a cliff ledge. Actually going faster than the camera. I keep calling her a ghost. I think she's just more ethereal than ghost, though. Can you get up? Yord is the daughter of the ruler. That's basically it. They just put me here. Peace, everybody. Hey, Zeph, you have a good night, man. Alright, am I at the halfway point of this game yet? I know people said this game's short, but I'm gonna make jokes about that constantly. Oh. Over the gap. She's monochrome. Oh yeah, I explained this. Someone turned the brightness up on her too much. Peace. Yeah, have a good one, man. Spoilers get weak, man. I don't even know if you can really even spoil this game. I don't think it gives you any clear details. Kid needs a proper holster for his stick. I don't know how he's doing this by climbing overhanded like that. Tell me where to jump. She's like, I can't make that. According to Wikipedia, the NA PS2 version released a few months earlier than the JP and PAL version, so was missing content, really. You know, I want to say I'm proud of you, chat. Not a single one of you have mentioned her feet, her bare feet so far. Proud of you. You resisted the call. Yoda seems more reasonable to be defenseless. She does seem to be a little, like, zonked out on some heavy good meds. There's just something that's about her that just seems like ghostly medicated to me. Alright, how do I get down to you? Hello, sorry for being late. I had to take a nap after a night of heavy drinking. Just know you're being a silly guy. I'm doing my... That's all I want to be. Is like the silly guy. That also people take seriously. Alright, I guess I gotta go back down the chain. Seems like in all these games, the companion characters are a pain to work with. So far, this has not been bad. Maybe it gets rough later on. Oh, I don't know. There's only a handful of games where the companion that's AI based gave me too much trouble. Like even actually in Resident Evil 4 OG, never really got on my nerves any. Oh, oh. Don't trip. Why did I mention Resident Evil 4, Dart? Because it's a famous escort quest. That's why. This game is basically a big trust exercise, isn't it? Utter woke nonsense, the game. What, this game? This game came out way before the concept of woke. We got two different ways we can go. Down the stairs, through the door. First time playing Ico, I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, this is my very first time playing it. So far, yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean, clearly it's aged a bit. And, are those gigantic cherry bombs? Even better. But clearly it's probably aged a little bit. There's some elements to it that are a little janky, but so far it's alright. It's still woke. How is this game currently woke? What is its political ideology? Tell me about the political ideology that, Ico is, currently delving into. Shadow people, ghost girls, boys with horns, human sacrifice. A stick. Upgraded. No, same stick. Alright. Can jump on the ledge maybe and walk across. Let me go the other direction real quick. Pushing emasculating walking sim fetch quests. Holding hands with girls is woke. Brother, that's woke. I don't want to be unwoke. How dare you push your anti-child sacrifice, views upon me. You ever had that dilemma where a game gives you two clearly, divergent paths and you don't really know which one to go on? And now I'm getting more paths. I'm like, I don't want to, don't make me choose. Oh, wait, have I been here? Ooh. The being woke as it was inspiration for Neil Cuckman, you know, this game was the inspiration for that, was it? I mean, probably a slight bit, but, you know, I think there's a few other games. I think The Road was more of an inspiration for The Last of Us than this game was, if I'm being honest with you. So you mentioned sexuality. I just wanted to say I'm a straight male. I'm a straight male too. There's very few of us left, you know. We're a dying breed, apparently. I'm one of the last few remaining straight white guys left, you know. When I'm gone, it's all over. They see me rolling, they hate it. Don't know if I use these for anything here. I have no way of lighting it currently yet either. Kind of odd there's couches just... Yeah, I mentioned the couches just seem out of place for a save point. That doesn't work. Sorry about you gotta sacrifice your firstborn and spread their blood on your doors. Oh, well. That kinda sucks. I'm sure I'll be rewarded later on. Is that death? That looks like death to me. Did you ever stream the mortuary assistant? I did not. Wait a minute, this log. I need a bomb for that, don't I? I need a lit stick to light it, though. Hey girl, come use your magic power on this. We need a robust discussion on free speech. Alright, here's a robust discussion on free speech. Free speech is good. We should have free speech. Anyone who doesn't want free speech is bad. I feel like free speech is like a pretty well understood concept. Most people are like, yeah, I like that. It's pretty nice. Hey, also, Squeaks, thank you for the follow. How you doing tonight? Yeah, I know I'm a very brave man in my dangerous takes. Not robust enough? No, I'm woke. I mean, you know, you can be woke and even want, you know, free speech. Mutually, they can't go together. You can't really be, you can't be woke if you can't just say what you feel. I feel like certain people define free speech differently. Yeah, but it's best not to listen to them. Free speech, I think, is pretty self-evident. Can you say what you want to say without being censored by the government? That's free speech. Some people want to extend that to other, like, your free speech is, that's really what it is. It's like the government doesn't have the right to censor you. Or, you know, put you, like, encourage you to, like, you know, have certain views. Where it gets troublesome is that because so much of our life and our speech is now dictated by social media, and social media being private organizations, don't have to abide by that because it's their property. And you have to actually, like, you have to, like, you know, conform what you say to their platforms. That's where things get muddled these days. Lurker that peeped in after hearing the word woke. Free speech is good. If you call me woke, I'm gonna say things. I mean, I agree, free speech is good. Free speech is great, even. It's kind of like the cornerstone of, like, you know, our modern world. Don't really need to jump across that. So, we can go out this way or we go down the ladder. Okay, that's raised up. I'm going on a list. I'm probably on several lists already. That Spec Ops The Line video I did years ago probably put me on a couple. walking sim games are just games that want to be movies. I don't really get the impression that walking sim games want to be movies, because most walking sims I know of are all in first person, actually. That way they can keep it cheap, so they don't have to make animations for characters. Oh, shit. Grab the chain. Yeah, you can't go all the way to the edge. I guess you can't grab the chain. You read the Bible? You don't need all that science learning? True, you're clearly the most educated man in the world now. Hey guys, this guy's read the Bible. He knows everything. Give that man a college education. He doesn't even need to go to class. Let's see. Oops. Okay, it's just easier if we go across. Hoping that Spooter can still eat. Is he sick? He's probably caught the same flu that we had recently. And that kid can take a fall. Rubber bones. Wait, did I just... I think I've wasted my time. Yeah, I'm right. Shit. That was kind of stupid. Where'd you go? Maybe this way. Alright. Thinking cap on. Gotta figure out what to do. Wait, hold on a second. Nothing down here either. The chandelier? I didn't see a chandelier. I missed a chandelier. Oh. I'm assuming that there's a chandelier was up here. We can't tame cats. The cats tame themselves, actually. They're like, you know what, this is beneficial to me. Oh, I see it there. He should be dead. Just straight up dead from that. I'm gonna just say it's his rubber bones again. Maybe it's not just horns that make him a demon child, but his bone structure. Those demon genes from Shadow Colossus. I guess that guy took a few big nasty spills too. Actually, it's probably closer to the horse from Shadow of the Colossus, which did survive a horrible fall. Horns are part of the bone structure. Hate when I say something profoundly stupid and someone calls me on it in a stream. Because you're right. However, they're like a temporary bone structure because usually you shed horns after a time. Technically, they're only for like mating season, which is... Oh no. I just realized some like lore no one's thought of for this game yet. Hey, look, I'm sorry I know about nature and biology. I think they put these bombs here. And now it's gonna fall on me. What is media like having an older girl, a younger boy? I hate to tell you this, but that's actually a fetish in Japan. You missed the intro? Nothing to excite. I mean, right now the story is like save girl, save self. Save world? I don't know. You and your companion should start smoking Zaza after this. I think it's adorable how you called it smoking the Zaza. Run, girl, run. Door's in front of us. That's cool. Killed him too. Who leaves all these bombs lying around? Oh, you let go. No flying away. Oh no. Shit. Where do you take her? Where'd you go? I think they'll take her to the portal, right? Fuck. Oh, come on. That's too far away. I don't even know where that is. Here. Oh, shit. Oh, I got turned to stone. Oh, fuck. Is this the US version of the game? Yeah, this is the PS2 version. Let me go back and get my stick lit on fire, because I think I need to like light bombs over there. Come on. Okay, getting back up, this is a little hard. What would be the first fetish to be written into UNESCO heritage? Ooh, good question. You know it's coming. Oh, do we know it's coming? You got details? I don't know, man. I mean, technically all fetishes are relevant, I guess. I don't know if there's any of them that's historically relevant though. But if it is, it's probably like a BJ. That's like probably the very first like fetish or something. Uh-oh. Aw, the candles are out. Crap. Came back for nothing. CBT. That's a very extreme one. Don't know if that one's gonna make it into, y'all, Ripley's Believe It or Not or anything. Ben Franklin claimed to be the creator of cunnilingus, but how would he prove that, though? There's a lot of unwritten history out there, and I'm pretty sure there's like ancient, hieroglyphics detailing it. So maybe you should take that as an ironic statement he made. Did you see the Mortuary Assistant movie trailer? That game's getting a movie? Damn. Feels like it wasn't that long ago that it came out. I did not see a trailer for it, though. There's a lot of, like, weird video game movies we're getting right now, with, like, Markiplier's Iron Lung, getting those weird, stupid Five Nights at Freddy's games. I'm assuming Poppy's Playtime or Playhouse is next, too. Well, there's gotta be a... Shit. Fuck, where am I? I can't see. I really can't even see what I'm doing. Is a girl here or not? Yes, she is. Alright, I got her in the corner, so makes it easier to protect her here. Fucking Christ. Oh. Where is that? Where is that? our first skill pass section, huh? Outlast is getting a movie. I hope it's just disgusting and weird as the game is. This game looks frustrating. I don't really consider it frustrating. It's just like, yo, because I understand what it's trying to do and what meaning it's trying to have. But there are times when people have declared, that's probably the main criticism people have had. It's like sometimes it is frustrating to keep this girl from being like taken from you. Because you're not exactly a strong combatant. It takes a lot of whacks to kill anything. But I think the idea is here not to fight, it's just like to run. And run there. Let's see where I gotta go. Shit. Fucking, oh. Getting yanked around everywhere. No, I said. Grab hand. Do your magic. Kill all of them. Trying to figure out what this game is. This is Ico. It's a PS2 launch game, actually. It's the same people made Shadow of the Colossus, but this was their first work. Alright. She went through there by herself, so I'm assuming she's kind of safe for the time being. I wanted to explore this room just a touch. You know what? Exploring the room doesn't seem to matter much. There's never anything to actually look at or do. Yanks are like an abusive husband. Like, you know, during like life-saving moments, sometimes you gotta be like forceful. Oh no, he said that. He's ruined himself. Which Marvel character is this, chat? Remember that co-op game Hunted Demon's Forge? No. Is it a PS2 game? It's not ringing any bells. Mother Miranda from Resident Evil Village. PS3 game. That's why I don't probably know about it. I didn't have a PS3. Would you classic sin this? I don't think I'm going to be sinning this one just because there's very little here to the plot. It would be hard for me to like, spend, 30 minutes or so like detailing this without just going into lore and like, speculation. It's one of those games, it's kind of like the same with like a Dark Souls game in that regard, is like there's very little here for me to actually work with. So I am kind of just playing this one as like, for stream content. Wow. Anything else out here? You haven't gone there? Yeah, you could have pulled a few of these for me. Now you're in the middle of the game where you have to light 2 big lanterns to open the main game. Wait, we're at the middle of the game already? Wait, we're at the middle of the game where you have to light 2 big lanterns to open the main game? What game is this? Z-Star? This is Ico. The same guys who made Shadow of the Colossus. This is their first game. Game really is that. It's only like 4 or 5 hours long. Then again, Shadow of the Colossus is not a long game either. I need to like get these up. Can I light my stick on fire? Like, what did this do for me again? Save music slaps. It's got a nice little like bop to it. I was hoping I could set my stick on fire, but I don't believe I can here. I can light stick on fire? That's what I'm trying to do. He doesn't seem like he wants to reach his hand up there and like light it on fire. Specific one I can do that to? Shoulder less here with all that yanking. I need a long, deep tissue massage afterward. Alright, I don't think I can light my torch on these. On the scale of Dwarf to Colossus, how much fun are you having this game? I will say that, Shadow of the Colossus is the funner game. Because your companion there is a horse. And it does what you want. Oh, that's a joke, by the way. It's a joke. But no, Shadow of the Colossus is the better game overall. This game is pretty decent, though. Why would a Souls game be hard to send? Because they're, instead of being about, like, character development and plot direction and plot development, they're mainly, lore for a destroyed or dying world. And you're just there not even to clean up the messes, but to just kind of, like, maybe you'll fix a wall or something so the next people who come after you can maybe make a life for themselves there. Most of the plot or lore, I guess, is like found in text descriptions of items versus anything else. Like, and then you get some cutscenes that are primarily there to introduce boss fights. And there's some world building storytelling in the level itself with like where you'll find bodies and others like notes and stuff. But that's still very hard to work with. So think of it a bit like you're actually like doing history class and some like live archaeology more than having a story told to you. Alright, I can like get my torch off these. Elden Ring would have made it. Elden Ring I wanted to send, but again, it had the same issue, whereas like it's primarily just like a little bit of, there's very little character development or plot development. It's really just like you get a task and you do it, or like whatever. What's the story of this game? Girl, you're a sacrificial like boy with horns taken to this weird prison to die, and you escape. Then you also found this weird ethereal girl there, and you're trying to rescue her. That's pretty much it right now. And she has a mother that doesn't want her to leave. Also, there's weird shadow people after us. Hear Dart talking about that in his Final Fantasy Origins video. It's something I've wanted. Obviously, it'd be good for me to send Souls games. I'm not sending them because I don't want the views that come with it. I would like to. I just want, if I make a video, I want it to be a good video that I can feel proud of. And I just feel like if I tried to make a Souls game or Elden Ring video, I would not feel proud of it. It'd be mainly a lot of conjecture without actual much fact that I can back up or like defend. It would be the same with all these, like, it's like the lore videos you see in Souls games. A lot of that is just conjecture and fan theories. And you can't really send a fan theory and conjecture. It needs to be something that's, you know, I got some video evidence and factual basis to make it work. Souls fans would kill you. No, Souls fans are actually, I think Souls fans are actually pretty accepting of, you know, criticism. About the only concern they have is like not having an easy mode. Good luck, this area is annoying as shit. Channel called Gaming Harry who does plot explain stuff for video games, and he does the whole Outlast story. I've sent Outlast 2. I've never bothered sending Outlast 1 though. Outlast 2 was much easier to send than Outlast 1 just because there's more plot there. Don't blame you, after all, you were the one who thought Princess Sarah was listening to Limp Bizkit on Jack Zune, and I mean, it's clearly not Limp Bizkit, but it sounds very similar to them. Or whatever. It's still, no matter who the actual band is, reminiscent of it and fucking weird. But also funny and kind of quirky. Uh-oh. I'm being swarmed. Oh no, I see a box I gotta pull. Fuck. At least get rid of the little ones, maybe. Make this a bit easier. Or not. Shit, where'd they go? Up there. You know what? We just killed them all. It's not a problem anymore. I think that's what politicians say a lot, isn't it? Yes, get into the stun lock corner. Welcome. You'll never leave. And that's how you do it. Come on out. I'm gonna guess these ghosts are like the previous, like, sacrificed horn children, maybe. There's another portal gun. Like, all the portals gone. This girl reminds you of the puppets from Dark Crystal, a movie I have never seen. I appreciate when they have a box puzzle, but they also make the pushing animation fast. How goes it? Pretty well. How you doing, Gefka? What have you been up to? Alright, we got another box. I haven't fully tried to take over the brain yet, which is what is it? Brain. Playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and listening to your stream. Hey, good choice. It's a game it's a series I still need to try playing out. Yorda is a box? Wait, what? Pretty sure I need a specific box though, or maybe not. I guess we're together, we're heavy enough. We're not. Alright, you stay there. How heavy is Yorda? Shh. Never tell her that. Look, ghost girls will have, they put on some ghost weight. Oh, there's... Oh shit, they're coming after her. The ghost music is playing. Oh, hell. There's a footage of this game having on a PS1 build. I can't imagine that. Well, I guess I could sort of imagine this game on PlayStation 1. Alright, let's be a bit quicker this time. No, no. No, no, slide back up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ah. Ah. Hold her hand. Ow, 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 ow. Excellent. Surely, Dartigan surely needs to cooperate. What do I need to cooperate on? You have infinite life in this game? I don't know, I haven't died from physical attacks yet, so I'm assuming I only, like, lose if the girl gets grabbed and taken into a portal. Or I fall into my death. No, that's not... I didn't want to push that far. Come. Come, my lady. Come, my lady. Do your magic here, alright? I know you gotta do something. Do they not talk at all? She talks in a language we don't understand, and he talks in a language we don't understand, but we get captions for. Drake just beat Kickbot? I'm sorry, what? Can find the PS1 build footage nice and crisp on the Jin design. Oh, crisp PS1 footage, huh? I'm assuming it was from the developers just posting it or something. Alright, I don't really know what to do in here. Unless I missed something up here. How old do you think this girl is? Could it be anywhere 2 and 1,000 years old? I'm gonna guess far older than us. That's my guess. She's gonna be like a 1,000-year-old dragon. You know, playing these games over the past week has made me realize just how much PlayStation 2 loved platformers. That were like, you know, a different breed of platformers, since they weren't just like mascot character platformers. Hey, what's up, Spartan? How you doing? Hello? That doesn't help me any. Well, I guess I can swing over there. So it took Astro Boy to make modern game companies to realize that platformers can still make it big. I think so too. But I don't know if they're gonna, just because they saw that game did well means you're gonna see other companies make their own platformers. Hurry. Get over here. Give me a second, boys. Excellent. Still want to buy a family Astrobot, but I haven't turned my PlayStation on in months. I mean, it's a pretty good game, especially if you got kids, I think. So, if you want my recommendation, if that means anything, especially for your family fresh, I'd say get it. That was a savage uppercut. Yeah, but it's made of like, you know, Enigma. It's like Enigma and Phantasm Punch. It ain't gonna do that much damage. This game has a very painterly look to it. Kids are a little too young for just about, like, what? I think your, like, oldest, like, what, 2 or 3? It won't be long before they can play one. They apparently start playing games younger and younger these days anyways. They catch on quick. Thought this one was near. Still have no idea what. This is Spartan. This is Ico. It's the same devs that made Shadow of the Colossus. It's a PS2 launch game. Twins are 19 months. Didn't you have another kid before your twins? Or another kid after your twins? I thought you remember you saying something about that. Wait, can I swim in this game? Barely. Looks like I can barely swim. Here's what you do, Fresh. You play the game for them right now, and you know what? You feel like what it's like to be a streamer. Sit them down on the couch next to you, play some old Astrobot. Isn't this where the cover art of the game comes from? This windmill. Third one's coming 8 days after your birthday in April. Congratulations, man. Wish you had gamer parents growing up. Yeah, but then they'd be hogging the console time from you. Think about that. Whoops. Ow. Last Guardian has a cute giant griffin dog that eats you, by the way. Don't forget, it may be cute, but it will eat you at times. Why am I doing this? Always having a rough time. Your mom played Max Payne while my aunt played Tomb Raider. What's a little war between friends? And you know what? Maybe it's something you can bond over. I don't know. I feel like the idea of like, let's bond over a shared interest in being eaten is a hard one to make friends with. Assuming I gotta jump for the... Do I gotta jump for the end of it or the... Well, I guess maybe it's the top part. He was Max Payne girl, he was a Tomb Raider boy. Can I make any more obvious? You gotta say that like they're singing the song, alright? I'm having real trouble grabbing onto the windmill. Smoke all of your pain away? That's not... Smoke the pain away. Smoke the pain away. Smoke the pain away. Okay, this... Oh! I'm still not sure I'm doing the right thing, honestly. Your friend shot underwater scenes for the Avril Lavigne. Is it Avril Lavigne or Lavigne? I've always never really knew how to pronounce her name. It's a weird name, or Avril Lavigne. Who named that girl? Lavigne. Stop. Oh, I don't know how to grab any of that stuff. Avril Lavigne. When you sound it out like that, it sounds like you're casting it like a magic spell from the old days. Boomer magic. You know, abracadabra. Avril Lavigne. Or I guess also potentially, you know, Harry Potter. It's Avril Lavigne, not Avril Lavigne. It's French, yeah, but that's not a real language. Sorry to my French viewers. Okay, how... My skills as a gamer are failing me right now. You need to grab the ledge on the right. Oh, I'm doing something wrong. I was beginning to suspect due to my lack of progress. Saw this in an anime last night, but I'm curious, is it possible to use the Earth's magma as a renewable resource? Yes, that's called geothermal energy, but you're not really, you're just using that magma to do what we always do, which is heat water and produce steam. So you find a volcanic area and you drill, I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but they basically they take access to the steam, the heat created by magma and use that to boil water. Shit. Basically, that's what we use for all of our power is still us just boiling water. You guys realize, even like nuclear energy is just you boiling water. We don't really know if it's possible to draw energy directly without using that medium. Usually we just have to heat it up and then like exchange that heat for other for kinetic energy and turn that into electrical energy. I don't know if this is where I'm supposed to go or not. I don't think it is. Nope. I can't really jump from here. What is even the point? Remember that time when in Final Fantasy they used magic to make water boil faster? Yeah, but I remember that. I mean, they could have lit a fire. Like, yeah, no, use the magic. That kills people. Can't get over how good the reflection is. To get these kind of reflections back on the PS2, you had to create an entire area around the reflection just to make it work. Reflections were not easy to do in 3D. It's way easier back in the fake era of 2D games. But now we can do it pretty well with ray tracing and stuff. The reason there used to be a period of video games where all mirrors in a game, if they were depicted, were broken, or is a room built entirely for showcasing the mirror. I feel like I need to jump off and grab this from here, but I can't make it work. Oh, now he does it. What? Huh? What? Wait, do I have a stamina system for how long I can climb? And it doesn't tell me about it. At least I know I'm on the right path. Just a pain in the butt to grab it. Did it. can't save until I get her up here, though. Save state, I'm good. This isn't the kind of game where I really need to use save states much. So far. Alright. Good pair of ears on her. Damn, girl, you're getting heavy. Oh, wait, you want to go through there? Feels like Brother's Tale. Oh, that's a good game, by the way. Sad game. Weren't they remaking that at some point? Like the guy who made the, I think I remember him saying that they did remake it. All these remastered it. Oopa. Go save the game. Saving couch looks like you would smoke weed on it. For listening to Limp Bizkit in your friend's garage, this man is like... Well, for me and my friends, we would have been listening to probably like Linkin Park. But similar. But none of us had weed either. We would have been sitting on it playing video games. I was a more innocent child than the rest of you. No, give up. Why are you hearing this now? Apparently, I thought I'd heard about it, but I didn't know it already come out. I kind of forgot about it too. I think it's just a graphical remaster though, so you probably shouldn't expect too much different. You didn't smoke weed until you're 20? I didn't really know how to smoke weed. I mentioned this before, that I didn't know how to inhale properly. So I just like, yo, suck that into my cheeks and blew it straight out. didn't see what the big fuss was, and I was like, this ain't doing nothing. Mm-hmm. His walk is kind of funny. Get up. Stop it. You know this game has co-op? I've heard... Wait, I believe I've actually known about that, yeah. So one controls Yorda, right? But Wouldn't it kind of suck if you're just playing as Yordis and you can't do anything but like walk around? Will you play God of War 2 in the near future? Considering how well the God of War 1 stream did, maybe. And I do like God of War 2. I think that's all the enemies for now. God of War 2 was the Assassin's Creed 2 that ran. It did like do a lot of quality of life stuff. Alright, we can't get over there. We gotta come around the other side. Where am I going? Grate in the floor that we can get into. Yes. Where's Ico multiplayer extraction shooter? That's how they would make it now if Sony ever decides to remake it. Wait, am I stuck in here? Only good thing that came out of Denmark besides Legos are those pastries. You know what? I'm pretty sure if you go looking, you can find a few other things. Look at all the Danish pastries we get out in the world. Oh wait, button. Come into the creepy, dark, damp, cave. Danans are from Germany. I believe the Germans, like, there's various varieties of German. You got, like, Germans, East Germans, West Germans, Swamp Germans, Mountain Germans, Gold Germans. There's a variety, depending on which country they currently live in. I need you to stand on this. Hey, what's up, Pretends? How you doing, man? That did not... What did coming in here do for me? Oh, wait. Who are the Gold Germans? The Switzerland Germans. How are you? Pretty good. I currently working on Expedition 33 vid. Getting ready to like do some more stuff on a few other projects here and there. How's the Dino Crisis, script coming? If you've had a chance to work on that. Love this game back in the day, beat it on PS2. This is my first time playing it. So it's a new experience for me. You stay there. Oh, my feet are all soggy. You should marry the Princess Denmark to inherit the Greenland and fight off the invaders. You know, I don't like this lore. I think I will avoid that. Do I have a crouch button? Oh no, I can climb the pipe. coming, but I had a health scare on Christmas. I'm recovering. No, there's no rush on it, man. No rush at all. I'm currently working on Exhibition 33, and I got Resident Evil 9 after that. Oh, shit. Need to get her over here. Little known fact about Lucky, she starred in a movie Jeff Bridges called Nearing Grace alongside Jordana Brewster. And, add that one to the IMDb. Water pipe? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out if the water pipe does anything for me, because there is a hole under it, but there's no crouch button in this game. Boxes up there I need. How do I get to them? I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, maybe I go through here now. Oh, no, this is where I came from, wasn't it? Yeah, wrong. Let me go back down to her. Clearly missing something down here. Who told you to get off the Switch? You want a Nordic Zelda. I'm pretty sure Zelda is kind of already Nordic. It's a bunch of blonde-haired, blue-eyed people. And this one over here opens the back gate. Doesn't really help me, it just was to let her in. Wait. I just call her over this and hope she can get to it in time? This stay open for a bit, doesn't it? Nope. Lost connection for like 5 minutes. Hey, glad you're back. I mean, you haven't missed anything. I'm still struggling with this puzzle. To be honest, I'm a little stumped. You want Australian Zelda game where the most part so you want a game set in like a desert. No, jump, you fool. Guten Morgen. Hey, Soul Sister, how you doing? Whoever you're saying good morning to. There's these boxes over here, but I don't know how to get to them. I feel like I need these. Alright, there's stuff over there. How do I get to it? $5 a.m. in Italy now? You live in Italy, sister? They both, one opens the gate, they both, no, I need to like, shit, I didn't mean to fall into that. I need to figure out how to get to them is the problem. This girl's getting soggy, pruny feet at this rate. There's gotta be something over here I'm missing. Press down the other switch, Dart. I did. It just opens the back gate to let her into this chamber back here. See? Watch. However, this one does stay open for a period of time. I'm not sure why. Now it's open. Yeah, but I've been over here before. There's nothing over. This is where we started out at. Give her time to make it to you. The other door, shuts quickly. I tried that already. Yeah, this one shuts really quickly once she gets off the switch. Not sure. Maybe they're both open? I don't know. Nope, still shuts quickly for that one. Gotta get this girl out of her into a healthy meal stat. Dex, what are you doing? I can't see the screen. Sorry, Dex has decided she wants to block chat me from reading chat. You're not missing anything? That's where the game ends. This is all that's all there is to it. Yeah, I really just do not have any idea. Other than those blocks I can't reach. This is like stage 1 of the puzzle, getting through this room and getting her inside this one. Stage 2 would obviously be out here, but... once I climb up this, there's nothing else to do besides go back in there. I'm wondering if she stands on that switch down there, the other one, if it does something over this up here. You pull her up through the hole? Doesn't look... maybe. Hello, baby. Thank you. Thank you for the tea. Oh, you're right. That's what I had to do. Shit. Come on. Again. Now I feel dumb for the past 15 to 20 minutes. That should have been obvious to me, chat. Chat, why are you so smart? This is me giving you credit, because I think I would have been here another 30 minutes had not someone in chat just recommended that. For some reason I thought the hole was too deep to like reach down and grab her. Key care package, yeah, it's really good stuff too. You know Aaron Sorkin is a recovering addict? No I did not. What was he a recovering addict of? What was his poison? I'm assuming heroin. Horse heroin. Horse heroin. There's a such thing as that? It's been so long you don't remember any of these puzzle solutions. I mean, that seems pretty normal, actually. There's definitely puzzles for like Deus Ex I've forgotten. I've played the game multiple times. Come on, grab the thing. Guess I need some kind of block. My debilitating horse addiction, yes. There's my block. You know, all these puzzles would be made easier if this girl could, like, give me a lift by just... she's taller than me. You could, like, drop to one knee, let me climb over. Benvenido, Dartigan. I don't know what I just said in Italian. Girl's worse than OG Ashley. He definitely doesn't have as much, you know, oh fuck. Yeah, I mean, but, you know, she's cute. There you go. That's all you need, apparently. Cute and helpless, you get a great character that people love forever. Fuck. What are these shadow guys a metaphor, you think, chat? They're like shadow people constantly attacking a young, pale lady. And we have to fend them off. Servants of the mother. Yeah, that's who they technically are. I was asking for who they metaphorically. I guess this was a place made for really tall people, how they structure these ledges. What? That was not what I was expecting. You want to start some shit? You know, I was literally making a joke. You don't have to worry about it. Come along. Okay, Dex, you're like climbing all over my 3D printer right now. Dex has been weird the past couple days. Not bad weird, just like weird as in an unusual way weird. All the Horned Children in Tuna's place eventually become the shed. I kind of like suspected that, since I did notice that there seemed like there's a lot of sacrifices made in this place. But what's the lore for modern couches being in this area? Do they think that like we need a rest area in our weird sacrificial prison? People get tired, you know. Alright, so I gotta get over to that. Two white kids fending off black creatures trying to grab the girl, a bit sus. I mean, that's what I was wondering. It's like, oh, is this a metaphor for something, you know, I should know about game developer? It's not going to get me over there. Maybe we shouldn't overthink. I think there's fun in overthinking. I'm not actually trying to make a bold statement here. I'm actually just, you know, I'm reaching for content during stream of saying funny things. And, you know, juicing discussion a little bit. But I'm also just not really being serious about it. It's just like giving chat opportunity to make a few easy jokes. You see, that's how you stream. It's like, you know what, I can make my jokes, but I also gotta set some up for chat to make. You guys gotta stretch your comedy muscles too. Dante's Inferno had like a dick tornado, so it had many things that I enjoy. Okay, rewind like you're the Prince of Persia. Yeah, many people don't know about it, but Fumito Ueda has huge Confederacy flag in his office. Like, you know what? The South will rise again. I don't know what that means, but it sounds, you know, dramatic. Put her on the platform first. Come here. You, sir, probably just saved me some time. Really, with the couch, look, people need to rest. they want comfort. You got that from IKEA and shipped it here. Oh, she about to be attacked. Fuck. No, climb down. Couches are the remains of ancient stoner civilization. I mean, they had to have something on. Well, at least they're fighting me and not going after her. So, has there ever been an amiibo of these shadow people? It's like, we should have had one of those by now. Or like, you know, one of those, like, weird, like, toys you go into a GameStop to buy. Funko Pops, I believe they're called in your language. Do shadows pee? Well, I seem to be knocking shadow blood out of them, so I'm assuming there's a possibility they have other such fluids. I need to go out there and like push those around and come up the other side. Shadows pee on you before they die. God, yeah, you asked the best questions I've ever said that. I believe I have. And a shadow orgasm. That's the science I want to know. That was a statement game. Dart, the game was still cool. I'm aware. I was also making a statement and agreeing the game is good. You know what? Now I want to know about the biology of shadows. Awesome name for the avant-garde book, by the way. The Biology of Shadows. That's going to be my bestseller. I know we all have this joke about, man, that's going to be the name of my band. I want to, like, put together the same joke, but that's going to be the name of my bestseller. Because I've noticed that, you know, novels, particularly, have really stupid titles these days, where it's always that kind of stuff. There's no simplicity in them anymore. Where's like titles like Mr. George Goes to Washington, you know, that kind of stuff. No, it's like cold front, down wave, or just stuff that doesn't mean anything, usually. To understand the biology of shadows, you'll have to play Persona. I see. Is that your cunning way of getting me to do it? And leap. Who puts a lever here, honestly? Wait, where's she at? Why wasn't she on that anymore? Oh, for the love of Pete. Maybe if I yell, she'll get onto it. There we go. Don't just drop off, though. Uh-oh. Okay, get back on it, I'll take you back across. These little shy shadows are kind of... Get back here. Gotta say, this guy's stick form isn't very good. I've definitely, you know, wielded a meaner stick in my life. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I broke a stick over someone's back when I was a kid? Like a broomstick? And my dad told me to do it because he didn't like the kid. Hey man, how's it going? Hey, SD Dropkick, how you doing, man? No, I feel like I've told you guys that. Literally, it's simple. Like, my older brother had a friend. This is back when I would have been like 6 or 7. Literally, the guy's name was Chucky. He was kind of like a real piece of work. But my dad did not like him, and I think he encouraged me, and and I didn't like him either, but so I think my dad encouraged me to take a broomstick that had recently broken and just like hit him with it. And being the young impressionable child I was, like, I gotta do what I'm told. So I literally broke it over his back. Just whacked him a couple times. That was an easy puzzle. I mean, not the most interesting story, but you know what? How many of you have broken a stick over a person's back at the behest of your father? You know, I'm a Chucky, but I don't go by Chucky. Where we go over there? What's up the ladder? Door magic. This lady's got one spell. Your dad whacked me in the eye with a massive stick one time while we were hiking in the woods. For what reason? Was it by accident? Or he's like, no, time for you to learn a lesson, boy. Didn't you hit a broomstick with your friend? Yeah, I've told you guys about the time I broke to like hide that he had like, to cover up that he'd let a shotgun go off inside the house while his parents was away. We came up with the story of him falling on a chair after I pushed him. But to make it believable, I suggested, look, you're gonna need a bruise on your chest, otherwise they go like no one's gonna buy it. And it's like, okay, let me whack you in the chest with this broomstick. So I've done it twice, actually. Wow, what are the odds? That one was, though, not being at the behest of my father. It's like, I want to hit you with a fucking stick if almost killing me. Almost made me a statistic, you know. Aggressive. I was pretty pissed off. He literally almost killed me with a shotgun. I had a right to be angry. And I helped him cover it up too, that he'd almost killed me. Think about that. The guy almost kills me. I help him cover it up by hiding all the evidence and coming up with a cover story. And his dad bought it. What other friend would do that? Yeah, he also is the one who got me stabbed in the butt. I think he actually was just trying to kill me, maybe. Tried to pin you for drug possession? Yep. That was after he got caught with it, after buying it from his brother. He also stole a wheelchair from me that I'd found. Like, I found a wheelchair at like an abandoned piece of property, and it's like, oh sweet, a wheelchair. For those of you who don't know, at one point in the 90s, it was really cool to have a wheelchair. It was just very unique. You can have a lot of fun with that. I know it probably seems odd now, but trust me, that was good fun. If you had a wheelchair, you could do all sorts of like roleplay and shit. Like, oh man, I'm... all the games you get up to, as one does it when you're a kid in the 90s. And I wheeled it all the way to his place because he lived down the street from me. And left it there because I didn't want to take it back, but we made a pact that we'd share ownership of it. Bastard gave it away to someone. Like, as my goddamn, like, used wheelchair that I had found and, like, been, you know, having fun with. He like, just gave it away to someone. Said it was his now. I told my wife about ridiculous stories from my childhood, and she thinks it's crazy and is from northern Alabama, so believe me, I get it. Southern boys. We have some fun. Alright, puzzle time. However, you know, it wasn't all, like, terrible stories of that kid. Oh. Like, we did put together, like, our own little fake radio show by recording on you know, cassette tapes. And that was a lot of fun. That's probably the start of me, like, wanting to be an entertainer, actually. I didn't even realize it back then. Things are annoying. Fuck. Hey, Monty, what's up, dude? Oh, Monty, by the way, did you ever check my Discord DM to you? Also, Monty with a $20 super chat, damn. Make it rain, I make it rain, I make it rain on them hoes. I don't know how to sing this song in the correct key, so I'll just read it flatly. Actually, don't remember this part of Dart's part 3 of F13 review. It made me laugh, now I make it rain, don't ask what's in the rain. Wait, that was a joke of mine? Shit, I don't remember my own stuff, but then again, that was like 10 years ago. But hey, Monty, thank you for the $20 super chat, and yeah, I sent a DM to you, so don't forget to check that out. Woman with the glasses, yeah, that lady is barely a character in the game. She's like, I'm here to be, like, evil and then die. And I don't even, no one remembers my name. Let's see. Is there a switch down there? You'd be honored. Hey, if you would, please send me your address and your real name in the DM if you don't mind. And we'll get it sent to you. Oh wait, that's where we came in at. Girl is constantly adjusting her glasses, yeah. I honestly can't remember a single thing she did in that game. Alright, nothing there. Real name is DB Cooper? Oh wait, DB Cooper, huh? Whoop. Uh-oh. She fell. No, Ikai is not the best gameplay-wise, but it's still very... It does have charm to it. It's mainly like the dynamic of you, like, you have this helpless, like, whatever she is, elf lady, I'm thinking, that you gotta save, but that's really your only motivation. Do you want to, like, protect people, I guess? It's one of those, like... It's basically, here's the trolley question in video game form, only you're not actually sacrificing. It's actually not the trolley question. It's just like a morality play. Do you want to, like, actually play a game where your only payoff is, like, helping someone else? Okay, there's a lever over there. I think I need to, like, fill this with water, though, to reach it. Or not, maybe, actually. Nope, you can't actually cheat that way. You put the thing in the way. Also need that she starts subtly learning to do some things. Does she? I didn't know she was doing that. I was kind of wondering if that was actually programmed in, and maybe she, like, solves puzzles for you at some point, or helps you out. You hate escort mission because the AI is usually stupid. They did realize that with this. That's why they give you the ability to, like, hold her hand and literally drag you where you wanted to go. If you did just have to, like, call her to you all the time, that would get really pissing annoying. So being able to just, like, make her, like, a part of you and, like, go where you go helps out a lot with that. It's a rope. I thought maybe I could break it with my whacking skills. Alright, so I couldn't do anything in that room. What was up here again? This one's missing his rope. Right, one thing I can think of doing is in the room with, over this way. None of this does anything yet. Oh, come down. Oh, you can climb now? Which part of Ireland did Monty... Oh, you visited Ireland, Monty? We're not so ambitious. This game could have been a late PS1 title. I feel like this game would have suffered as PS1, though. Alright, maybe we both got to get up on top of this thing. Nope, that's all I had to do. These animations look super rubbery, yes. But this was not motion captured, so this was animated by hand. And this studio had a very unique style. They liked very exaggerated motions, almost cartoonish at times. Fuck. Turn on the Doom music for me. This is what an old man looks like when he's fighting off like the local dogs. Just like, you know, whacking a stick at him. Back, beasts! Damn mutts. Touch your stick? Wait, I gotta like light my... Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, no, get back, get off me. And it takes forever to get up. Oh, God, it's not gonna get up. You got 2 kidneys for a reason. I think they're beginning to fear me. Day 25 of whacking shadows with sticks. Finally, acknowledge the master. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. I didn't reset when I hit that lever again, did it? No. Well, we got a rope to break. Hit. Come on. That is the slowest way of climbing a... Oh my god. Alright, you wait over here. I'm gonna go get this stick lit on fire. Stick doesn't burn very long, does it? Oh my god, hurry. Wait, do I not gotta use this burning stick to like this, burn this rope? Or maybe oh wait, hold on a second. Maybe there's some lights out here now I can use? Otherwise, I don't know how I'm gonna get that over there in time. Alright, you wait here, and I'm gonna go get some fire. Can I like take that little scarf around my neck and like wrap that around the stick to make the fire last longer? Maybe you needed to set the eyeball things next to the torches on fire? Oh, okay, you might be right about that. I was thinking I needed to like take the stick out there and burn the rope. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to hold a torch while climbing on a ladder? Strangely, no, I never got that advice. Oh, you're right. Nicely done. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. No, stop. Stop. Huh, Still need fire to burn this damn thing, though. Yeah, I need to get come on, kid. This is easier to solve than you making it out. Can you climb outside that hole you opened up? What hole did I open up? The one outside the place? Maybe. I'll go check. I don't think I can actually get outside again. Yeah. One with the torches? I don't think so, could I? Where'd you go? No. I don't see anything there I can climb. I'll give it a shot. Am I making him say that, or is if I want to call her to me, I just hold in R1 and I just go bopa, bopa, bopa? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's gonna take her a while, chat. Be patient. Gonna walk very slowly. Again, she is barefoot. I don't blame her. Shiva, hurry. Shiva. Sorry. Just bringing back old memories. Help me out, would you? Just needs a bit of WD-40 on it, that's all. Ugh. Lady, I'm giving myself a hernia here. The save couch, yeah. It's pretty comfy, actually, despite being made of rock. Dear, just redeemed streaming. Here you go. Sip for you. Okay, this feels like a two-man job, but she ain't doing anything. Just get on the other side, lady. Push. Need to activate it first? I mean, I don't see a switch anywhere. Must have missed it, though. Need fire, maybe? Oh. Door over here. Really, I'm only ever funny by accident, and me trying to be deliberately humorous usually results in a lot of groaning and eye rolls. You just need better friends that recognize your comedic value. Real bros don't eye roll or groan when one of their bros is making a joke. Because that doesn't encourage you to keep making jokes. There's also no such thing as like the perfect amount of... Look, that's one of those, if you want to actually be funny, that's my biggest advice I can give to you. Don't be afraid of being not funny. You do have to just make the joke sometimes and see if it falls flat on its face or if it lands. It's up to everyone else to decide, but you still have to make it. Wait, did I just go out that door and come back in? I guess I gotta bring fire over to these now. You were an introvert kid that made the joke softly and no one laughed, and then the popular kid made the same joke louder and everyone did laugh. Sadly, he had the right idea. You can't be quiet with the joke. It sucks, I know, but he understood it a bit more. Like, I didn't start to act, I will be honest with you, I was not considered a funny person until probably, like, 10th grade when I actually, like, got over my, shyness in front of people and started just making jokes, and I had a science class where the teacher I really liked, who didn't actually, like, shut me down all the time, and didn't, like, stress me out, and I just felt more liberated to start making jokes. I was also in a class with a lot of people I didn't know, so I didn't have preconceived notions, they didn't have them of me, so it allowed me to actually, like, really just start being myself in that regards. So sometimes you do, if you are feeling too shy to make jokes, one idea is to just, like, go somewhere where people don't know you. And make them there. Oh, come on, it's right there. I think I need to jump down this. That'll be a bit faster. Oh, God, I was right there. A lot of humor is about the delivery over the actual joke. True, yeah. It's, well, there's a science to humor. It's about the audience, the delivery, the timing, and the content. You need to, like, have at least an understanding or, like, employ one of those three to actually get a joke to land. This is a real annoying puzzle. No, I hit the button! I hit the button right there! Fuck, well, that's a failure. There we go. Got it. No way we get a sword, right? What are you waiting for? Are we about to upgrade from stick to sword? It's a boy's ultimate dream. We are. We're now actually deadly armed. I'm going to assume I don't get to keep it though, because that lightning mechanic seems like something they'll use over and over again. This game has combat? Yeah, mainly we've been fighting with sticks though. Oh, I can cut the rope now, that's right. This sword is bigger than this kid, I want to point out. What's up, Puff? How you doing? I think we almost have this place, this tower lit. Does this look like the same? No, this ain't the sword from like Shadow of Colossus, is it? Enjoying the game? Yeah, I like it. I understand from a design perspective, I think it's like pretty neat. It's got its frustrating old moments though. Like, sometimes this kind of shit. Where would you rank this on the PS2 game tier list? It wouldn't be in my top 10, but it's pretty decent. I find it charming, is basically it. Like, gameplay-wise, this has been surpassed many times over by other games. I find the context of it to be charming. That's really all a game sometimes needs. And also not to overstay its welcome, which this game apparently does not do. Yeah, the same dev made Shadow Colossus going the way didn't seem to make any sense. It's better and worse than Dino Crisis. I'd say it's better than Dino Crisis, yeah. That worked, I guess. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, my ass, my ass, my ass, my ass, my ass. I'm bumping all the way down. Dude was twerking down that slide. Really don't like Dino Crisis. I think it's like just... there's no reason I'd ever want to play Dino Crisis over Resident Evil. And I'm someone who likes dinosaurs. It's just that I don't have a good reason to ever play Dino Crisis 1 or 2 over a Resident Evil game. Shit, this is annoying. just a little bit more. What about Code Violet? That game is even worse, apparently. What about it? I mean, if you're asking about Code Violet, I assume you've seen reviews and content on it to know if it's like, you know what, this don't look that good. When are we getting game crafted by Lord Dartigan? Well, I don't have the skills to make a video game, I'm sorry to say. And the only thing I could possibly do for a game is maybe write some, like, dialogue. Or be a voice actor in it. Hope she's okay back there. Well, Dart, if I ever get to write a video game story, I'll be sure to hire you. Come on, if you're writing a video game story, you're really gonna hire me. Yeah, at that point, maybe you want the paycheck for yourself. I'll understand. Sometimes if you're just a writer or something, you don't actually get to, like, be in charge of hiring either. I'll hire you, Dartigan. Wait, are you the game director or are you the writer? What is my going rate? You know, I've never figured that out because I've never actually, like, been hired to write anything before. I think there's once someone in chat who wanted me to write him something, but he never got back to me. Oh yeah, she's a little far away. And bring her over here. Oh yeah, I can now, because the water's been turned off. Come on up. Oh, careful. $50. That ain't gonna be very much writing, I'll be honest with you. Ooh. Would you trust, like, you know, walkways that appear like that, chat? I would not. I don't think that's very good technology. I'm gonna be like, what if the magic turns off while I'm standing on it? That's why I've never liked the idea of those light bridges in Halo. I'm like, why would what if the power goes out while I'm standing on that? Tomorrow is in 5 minutes. Is it that late? I think I've almost got this place solved, though. I need my stick. Good. Well done. We better not forget the sword either. I thought I had to go back and like spin that thing around so it had like handholds on it, but I don't think I do I? Like it seems like it should be pointed in that direction. Alright, so there's only like one more tower to light up and that's the end of the game, right? Hold on a second. Because I think that seems like a pretty good stopping point. Because we are at nearly midnight. Well, you know what? We'll be finishing this problem. Well, actually, I won't be streaming tomorrow. We're going to do a little bit of a late birthday party that the theater is holding for Lucky. So I probably, unless I like decide to stream very early, I won't be streaming tomorrow. But I will be back after that if I don't to like finish this game up, because I'm assuming it'll only take me one more stream. But you guys have been awesome tonight. Thank you for joining me for another stream. Hopefully you like me playing old PS2 games still. This has kind of always been like a game I've wanted to play, so I'm glad to do it for you. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. But thank you guys for joining me. Thank you to the lovely mods as well. Thank you for super chats, bits, subs, gift subs, all that wonderful stuff. Thank you for joining my follows or subs if you gave me those. Don't forget, stream on all 3 platforms, Kick, Twitch, and YouTube. So follow me one or all 3 if you prefer. Also go to Discord, and if you want my exclusive content you can't get anywhere else, go check out my Patreon. Become a free member even if you want. Or whatever, it's up to you. But I will either see you guys early tomorrow or not at all. But we'll be back the next day afterward. Till then, chat, stay good, everybody. Peace.